Hello, today I want to talk about the voluntary simplicity movement. It is inspired by an article that I have read. Wealth is not a bad thing, of course, and for those of us living in wealthy countries, we are blessed and thankful for it. But the way that we see consumption and status leaves many of us still feel deprived or lacked. We are not necessarily happier, and quite often we feel stuck in this rat race of having to spend more money, work more, feel more stressed out, and burned out. The time we spend working just for accumulating more and more things is time that we lose to spend on things that give us actual meaning in life, such as community or social engagement, more time with family, artistic or intellectual projects, to find more fulfilling employment, or political participation, more focus on sustainable living methods, spiritual exploration, reading, contemplation, relaxation, and so on, none of which need to rely on much money. Voluntary simplicity can be understood as an empowering expression of freedom, a choice to live with fewer market commodities in the belief that a better life and a better world will result. Voluntary simplicity is an oppositional living strategy that rejects the high consumption, materialistic lifestyle of consumer culture and that strives for the simple life or downshifting. Sometimes it is also called the quiet revolution, and this approach to life involves providing for material needs as simple and as directly as possible, and to direct more time and energy towards non materialistic sources of meaning. And this generally means accepting a lower income and a lower level of consumption in exchange for more time and more freedom to pursue other life goals. And according to this philosophy of living, personal and social progress is measured not by the display of wealth or status. And the notion of simple living is not new, of course. It has been very prominent in a lot of big names that we know from the past, but it is becoming more and more difficult in our postmodern life, where it seems that consumption and luxury are glorified as never before. We are not against technology or science, but we don't believe in this omniscient, omnipresent view that science has today in our society. We are willing to explore alternatives in all aspects of our lives and our health, and we don't just take a narrative that is given to us for granted. Money provides power in the market, power to purchase and consume desired commodities, whether goods or services. Consumption, by satisfying market references, is supposed to lead to well-being. In essence, this is the economic foundation of consumer culture. Its fundamental prescription is that people should seek well-being in higher incomes and more consumption. The problem, however, is that the pursuit of income and consumption can easily distract people from what is best in their lives, functioning to lock people into a work and spend cycle that has no end and attains no lasting satisfaction. Many simplicity theorists argue that if people in affluent societies are prepared to rethink their relationship with money and with possessions, they just might be able to free up more time and energy for the pursuit of what truly inspires them and makes them happy, whatever that may be. Lowering standards of living measured by income consumption can actually lead to increased quality of life, measured by subjective well-being. When we work less, we have less stress and we can be of a greater value for our communities or even just for our friends and family. We can bring more value into their lives by being more present, devoting more time, being able to listen, and so forth. It makes me feel good that I can choose to live simple in this world that is increasingly becoming more complex. And I want to share that for those who are searching for an easier way, different paths, and alternatives. But of course, you do you and live the way you want to. There is no judgment involved, and the The only thing that matters is that we're living the way we want to and that we are listening to our own needs and wants, and we respect those of others. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope to see you next time again.